Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be talking about why the bullish thesis on GameStop has just gotten a lot stronger. Recently, a value investor by the name of Ryan Cohen has bought 9% of the company as per an SEC filing. We saw that RC Ventures recently filed a 13D with the SEC. A 13D is filed by an activist investor who intends on actually taking part in the activities of the company and influencing the decisions made by the management of the company. Scrolling down to item number 4, under purpose of transaction, we can see that the reporting persons, which is Ryan Cohen in this case, believes that the securities when acquired were undervalued and represented an attractive investment opportunity. If we scroll further down in the 13D, we can also see the price at which RC Ventures and Ryan Cohen himself has bought into the stock. He's bought a majority of his position in August, and the average buy price seems to be at around $4.9 to $5 a share. So for those of you who don't really know who Ryan Cohen is, he started off a company called Chewy. He managed to grow the revenue of the company from $200 million in 2014 to around $3.5 billion by 2018, and eventually sell off the company for a price of $3.35 billion to PetSmart. After cashing out of his company Chewy, he put most of the money that he had gotten from the transaction into just two companies, which were Apple and Wells Fargo. So what GameStop shareholders are actually getting with Ryan Cohen's involvement is that we have someone who knows how physical retail, where the margins are low, can actually be scaled up to run a capital-light business model and extract the maximum value that we can for shareholders. Cohen refers to himself as a contrarian investor, meaning that he would only invest into a company where he has a high conviction. He needs to know that the business will be able to produce a high level of cash flow, will be able to keep its expenses low, and will be able to scale revenues and get a high return for the shareholders. Previously, I was only bullish on GameStop because of the short squeeze, and I thought that maybe the company might not do well in the long term. Cohen's involvement has really changed that for me now. I feel like now this business has a better chance of surviving in the long term due to his expertise and the knowledge that he brings. He actually may be able to transform the company to do much better than anyone expected. Also, judging by the pre-market stock price rise, we can see that the news of his involvement in the company is being seen as a positive for the shareholders. Hence, the stock has gone up from 5.39 to 5.80 pre-market. GameStop is a very contrarian sort of investment. A lot of people may just look at this stock and say it's a dying business, it's like Blockbuster, it's done, it's finished. But actually, if you look into the company, there's a lot of value that's still left to be extracted from the company, and the shareholders can actually do pretty well in the stock. I personally believe that this company has the potential to go up 300 to 500% until March because of the short squeeze. Now, I believe that the stock could actually do much more than that based on Cohen's expertise and the way he probably changes the business model of GameStop. I think this is going to be very positive for the shareholders of GameStop and those invested in GameStop.